Hey there, folks. I'm going to have to be so careful with this video because I don't want it to go long and I don't want to bore you. But I could talk about this thing for hours, so I have to be careful and I have to be precise. Okay, so first of all, I want you to have a look at this. Okay, there it is right there. Now, isn't that a gorgeous looking machine? And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, isn't that another streamlined thing? Didn't we do that last time? Well, it is actually. It is a streamlined object, but that's not why I collected this one. I collected this one for a different reason, and I want to show you some cool things about it. This is all about inventions, and there's some gears in there too, and it's all about math. And I think you'll be fascinated by what you see. So let's look at it again, not just because of its beauty, but it is absolutely gorgeous, especially when you find out that they were making, this one is made from 1945 actually, but this is one of the later ones. They made these in almost exactly the same way back in the 20s actually. So this machine was a very popular machine and had a very, very long run with many people using it. Okay, now what is it? Well, it is a Burroughs calculator, also sometimes called a comptometer. Now, I want you to take a look at it, and I want you to see if you can figure out the secret of it. And I'm sure you're looking at it saying, this is insane. Why so many keys? I mean, it's numbers you've seen before, but why so many keys? Here's where the math comes in. We've talked again and again about place value, and we've talked again and again about the zero rule and that sort of thing. Well, this little baby is based on place value. That's one of the very, very most important parts of this machine. So think of place value and look at it again. Okay, now think about money. What about this? See that they're just the two keys right here and they're white? What if I told you that those were the cents? You could use this for money. You could say that those are the cents. What if I said that over here are the dollars? Now, with just these three keys and these two over here, how many dollars could you show? Well, actually, quite a lot. You could actually show $999.99. You could go up to 9, right? So all these digits could show you quite a lot of money. And if you added these digits in, you could actually show, well, up into the hundreds and thousands and millions, actually. So there's all sorts of areas for place value. But you don't just have 1 cent all the time, or $1, or $10, or $100. You have all these other amounts too, right? You could have 25 cents. Do you see what I mean? What if you did have 25 cents? Well, if you had 25 cents, you would calculate it with this machine in this way. In the cents area, in the tens of cents, you would press the 2. And there it is right there. And if you had 5 more cents, you'd press the 5. So now it's showing 25 cents. I'm going to put my decimal over right there. There's 25 cents. What if you had $123.25? Well, that would be 123. Isn't that fantastic? So easy. What if you got the same amount all over again? $123.25 more cents. Well, watch this. $123.25 more cents. What? The total already? Absolutely right. It adds it up simultaneous with my pressing of the key. How in the world is that possible? Incredible. Well, I'm going to show you how it's possible right now. So what I've done before I started the video was I took all the screws out of this thing. So I'm going to take it apart before your very eyes. I'm going to show you inside how this little honey bun works. So I pull off the crank and I'm going to have to well, can I do this with one hand? I sure hope so. I have nobody helping me film today. So come on. I'm going to take off my top cover. Oh, come on, little baby. Oh, there it is right there. There's my top cover coming off. Okay. And here is the mechanism inside. Now, I've actually unscrewed it from the bottom of its base, too. So I'm going to pick up the entire mechanism. I'm going to set it to the side. Come on, little honey. Got to be careful now. Come on. Got to be careful. There it is right there. Okay. So now you can see how this little honey bun works. And you'll see that it's an incredible achievement. How it works is every single key right, operates a lever. And you'll notice that the keys are different lengths because, of course, the device is tipped on the side, which means the 9 lever is longer than the 1 lever. So if I push the 1 lever down, right, did you see inside there? It makes that little lever go forward a little bit, and it rolls this little gear right here by 1. But if I press the 9 button, the 9 is much longer. It moves the lever much farther. There's the levers moving inside. And every time I push that 9 lever, it rolls that wheel 9 times. Isn't that fantastic? Now, the amazing thing is, every time I roll it 9 times, it adds 9 more automatically. I just zeroed it again. So I want you to watch as I count by 9s. I'm just going to keep on pressing that 9 button, and I want you to watch the gears do something amazing. There's 9, 18. Do you see? Do you see it counting by 9s? Isn't that incredible? Unbelievable. You say to yourself, yeah, but wait a second. You're just pressing that back key right there. How in the world is it registering all these 3 different numbers? Ah, that's the miracle of it. Because not only does it have a gear on this side, you can see the gear train on this side, but it's also got a crazy gear arrangement on the other side too, which I'll show you right here. They're actually, oh gosh, what's the name of that? These are planetary gears. On this side are planetary gears, and they operate in a strange way. Now, I want you to watch this little gear set right here. Every single wheel has one. Now, if I press it once, do you notice that the number moved around to 1, but also this little gear arrangement moves slightly up. Watch it again carefully. See it moved a little bit up? See that? A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So the planetary gears move a little bit every time I press 1 digit. And you'll see I'm getting closer and closer to 9. Now what's happened is, every time I've pressed 1, I've been giving this number wheel 1 more digit. But not only that, I've been advancing my planetary gears. What they're doing is, they're getting ready to tell the next wheel time to shift and add 1 more. So basically carry the number across. So watch, I'm at 9. I'm going to press it 1 more time, and you're going to see the planetary gears take their stored up energy, transfer it to this wheel, spin this once, and put this one back down to 0. Here we go. Did you see it? See that flop back into place? See that spin up to 10? Isn't that incredible? Now, you might think that's amazing. Well, watch this. I'm going to zero it again. If I press 99999, you'll see it happen all in sequence. This is incredible. Now, it shows 99999, okay, which is $999.99. Now, you know that if you added 1 more penny, what would happen? Well, you'd have $10,000. So I'm going to press 1 more penny, and I want you to watch the 9 flip up to 0. Then it's going to tell this wheel to flip up to 0. Then this one's going to tell this wheel to flip up to 0. This one's going to tell this wheel to flip up to 0, and so on down the line. Watch carefully. Isn't that gorgeous? That fast. Isn't that amazing? Okay. So, the amazing thing about this is an early mathematical computer. You see that the person that designed it understood math so well, and also understood levers and gears so well, he basically made a machine that, through its levers and gears, does everything that mathematics does naturally. So this is basically an early computer, okay? Now, you think to yourself, okay, great. I mean, that's a little interesting. It just adds up. No, it doesn't just add up. Unbelievably, you can do multiplication on this machine too, and I'll show you how. Okay. Watch this. Let's say you had a very complicated mathematical question, one that would be fairly difficult for you guys. Let's say if you had like 362 times 5. Okay, 362 times 5. Well, if I understand my math pretty well, I understand that 362 times 5 is 2 times 5 and 60 times 5 and 300 times 5. And there's the answer right there. Isn't that amazing? See how I did that? 362 times 5, I did the 2 5s. I went over once to the next place value area. I pressed this 6 times, and I pressed this 3 times. 362. And there's a number right there. Now, the amazing thing is, you can also do this a slightly different way. If you wanted to, you could do 3, 6, and 2. See that I'm on 3, 6, and 2? Now watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's the same answer again. Isn't that incredible? Which means you can actually press the keys simultaneously, and they'll still calculate those numbers just perfectly. Okay, so now you say to yourself, okay, that's getting a little bit cool, actually. That's incredible, because that machine can take those inputs simultaneously and transfer those into an answer. That's actually faster than you can do on a calculator. I mean, come on. 362 times 5, you have to put in the 300 and the 60 and the 2 and the times and the 5 and the equals. Well, if I place my fingers correctly, I can get an answer quicker on this than you can get on a calculator. Pretty nice. But you say to yourself, okay, great. Multiplication is repeated addition. So obviously that thing can add and that thing can multiply, but it can't subtract or divide. Actually, it can. And you know what? I'll be very honest with you. When I didn't know that either. When I bought the machine, I didn't know that. I thought it was an adding machine. That's what people used to call them. It can do all four. And I was teaching myself last night how to work it with subtraction and division. And I was so excited. I got my boy down here who's a mathematical whiz. And I said, Aaron, that's my boy's name. I said, Aaron, you have to see this. This is crazy. And we spent about an hour down here, my boy and I, trying to figure out how the heck this machine works. Because we kept on trying it with the advice the internet gave us. And we kept getting the correct answer. But we don't know how we got the correct answer. Somehow, with addition, it can do subtraction and also division. And I won't get into it in this video because it'll just take too long. But what I want to show you again is this. I want to show you that this incredible machine, without a plug, without electricity, and without batteries, it works only on the power of one's finger, can do such amazing, amazing, amazing work, right? And the amazing thing about that is it understands mathematics simply through measurement, the measurement of the length of the key, and movement, the movement of the levers, right? And the communication between the place value digits. Every time one gets up to the end, right, it tells the next one to flip. Isn't that just amazing? Now you can imagine I played with this one for a good long time. If I told you how long I played with this on the weekend, I think you'd be very, very surprised. But it's a thing of beauty, and it's an amazing invention, and I love it. I hope you love it too. Have a great day.